Manchester City fined for returning to the pitch late against Sporting Lisbon. Bear with me on this one. Basically, from Guardian.co.uk on Wednesday, April 11th, 2012, Manchester City have been fined €30,000 or £24,740 by UEFA for delaying the start of the second half of their Europa League first 16 first leg tie with Sporting Lisbon last month. City were punished by the UEFA's disciplinary committee for returning late to the field following the half-time in the March 8th match at the José Alvalade Stadium, which Sporting won 1-0. A UEFA spokesman confirmed they had informed City of the punishment and the Premier League side had 3 days to appeal. Now, that's not the weird part. The weird part is this. The punishment comes a week after another Portuguese club, Porto, were fined only £16,700 by UEFA for their fans' racial abuse of City players in the same competition in February. City's Mario Balotelli and Yaya Toure were both subjected to monkey taunts during a last 32 game at the Estadio do Dragão, prompting a complaint from the English club. Now, what's up with that? This is what's up with that. You see what I was saying earlier in the show about the moronic trinity? The English FA, UEFA and FIFA? Keep your eyes peeled to pitchtalk.blogspot.com because my venom is aimed squarely at those three with special dispensation for the English FA. Because, as said, with UEFA, it's one of them was FIFA, ran by a borderline retarded guy called Sepp Blatter. UEFA ran by a moron, an idiot, a clown called Michel Platini. And then you got the FA ran by a travelling band of morons. And you got the Premier League ran by Richard Scudamore, who's not much better. Yeah, we want to save clubs. But anyway, how can what I don't get is how can you find someone more, significantly more, for returning to the pitch late than you find another team for racist taunting? You want to stamp racism out of the game. Why are you not if you want to stamp racism out of the game and you're serious about it and you're committed to it, why would you only fine Porto £16,700 and then fine Manchester City nearly double that for coming onto a pitch late? No sense at all. Makes no sense. Gman, and anyone else, you got an opinion on that?
Yeah, no, you know what, Liam, I totally agree with you. In fact, it's actually disgusting because, you know, the supposed fight against racism, that's just laughable. And I know a couple of weeks ago I was saying it's a mentality thing, and that just shows, for me, that just shows it. It's a mentality thing for certain cultures, countries, wherever, yeah, you know, where they've got, you know, across the board, it's just this feeling of it must be like, okay, £16,000, you know, fine for racism, £32,000 for being late. You just do the maths on that. You just looking at the culture. It's just that they just have no real regard to racism.
Yeah, it's a disgrace.
For them, it is what it is. Like
It's an absolute disgrace. It seriously is. And I'm expected to respect the morons that run football with decisions like that. It's stupid. But does anyone else want to jump in on that? All right.
But you know, I'm gonna just compare it with the Suarez thing. And again, I'm not trying to bring up sour grapes, but again, like with the whole, did Suarez say what he said, or wasn't it? Was it wrong in his language? You know, it's that whole mentality thing. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what was said wrong, and you know, in what language and interpretation it was. You know, and here again with and comparing that with the racism thing, it doesn't matter if it's a regulation or fans, clubs must be fined, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, when you're looking at the two different incidents, yeah, and you're looking at the fairness of how clubs are getting fined and, you know, getting treated, you know, you can clearly see that that's wrong.
No, of course, but it takes the powers that be to take a stand against it. and they're not taking enough of a stand against it, to be perfectly frank. But